my money right. You really wanna party, you should know that I don't fucking fight. Everybody wanna step up, you can step up and get up tonight. If I know I'm with it whenever, okay, you know it's right.
What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Now today's video that you should be watching should be me taking Project TT for its MOT, and for me today should be me out filming my first proper drive in Project TT. However, it's all gone a bit wrong, and when I say a bit wrong, I mean a lot wrong. Let me show you what's happened. So Monday morning came around after I finished filming last week, and I said to myself, right, today's the day for its MOT. I've got brand new number plates in the garage, I've got them out ready to put on the car. I thought what I'll do is I'll fire the car up, let it warm up while I fit the number plates. I unlocked the car, I jumped in, and this is what I was greeted with. So as you can see, the car's clearly not happy. So I spent Monday checking, well, everything really. I plugged in 3 or 4 different code readers, and they all were coming back with 20 to 30 faults and errors, and every time I cleared them, they all came back straight away. And all of 20 to 25 codes all pretty much gave, well, the same reason, the same output, and that was that there was no signal or no communication from the ECM. Now, the ECM is the engine control module, for those that don't know, and an engine control module is just another way of saying engine control unit, an ECU. So clearly the car has got an electrical issue. I did everything I could. I checked all the fuses, I checked all the relays. I even bought a new relay, the 460 relay it's called. I put a picture on just here now. I bought a new CAN gateway, that apparently that's common for going. Nothing. The car has got electric, and it will crank. If you listen, it'll crank, but it won't fire. So there you go, it cranks and it doesn't fire. I don't know. So I've done the only thing that I feel I could do, and that is I've got an auto electrician coming today to have a look at the car, because auto electrics are just not my forte. I can't figure it out for love nor money. I just can't figure it out. With it saying that it was the electrical issue with the ECU and there was no signal, what I have done is bought a second-hand ECU. So if it is the ECU, hopefully this auto electrician can diagnose and say, yeah, it's your ECU, and he can install the new one and program the new ECU to my car, because that's what needs to be done for the immobiliser and things, also I believe, so I've read. But I want to say a massive shout out to A1 German Sapres. Now if you need any TT parts, this guy is your man. He's the man for TT spares. He's got everything you need, everything. If you want to rebuild your TT from the ground up, this is the man to speak to. There'll be a link in the description below. There'll be a link to his eBay shop and his social medias down below. The guy's been an absolute hero, helping me. I've been stuck in work. Obviously I had Monday off work to set the car for its MOT, and I've been stuck in work for the last 2 days, and he's not going to be at his unit till Monday, and he'd actually took the ECU home with him and went out of his way to meet me last night when I finished work so I could collect that ECU. So a massive shout out, A1 German Sapres. If you need anything TT wise, he's your man. I want to say a massive thank you to him. So that's it. I guess it's a waiting game. So if you feel sorry for me at this point watching the video, then please press that subscribe button. If you reckon you know what all them faults are, I'll put a picture here now of what the dashboard looks like when it's all lit up. If you think you know what them faults are, then please comment down below. Although hopefully by the end of this video the car will be running again. The auto electrician that's coming should have been able to fix it, but just in case, if you think you know what this fault is, then please comment down below what you think. Like this video as well, because that massively helps the algorithm for YouTube to push my videos. Yeah, and if you don't know what Project TT is, I guess tell you, Anna. So Project TT is this Mark II Audi TT that I bought from a scrapyard. Since owning the TT, I've done a hell of a lot of work to it. There's a playlist, it will be linked down below. We've serviced it, we've changed the cam follower, the PCV valve, I've stripped down and fixed up the front brakes. I put 4 new tyres on the car. I've got the spoiler to go down because that was stuck up. I've done all kinds of things to it to get it back on the road and save it from that scrapyard pile, because that's where the car was destined for. Yeah, so all we can do now is wait. I've got to wait for the auto electrician. He's due in the next half an hour to an hour. Fill out, wait, get some housework done, and when he comes, we'll let him do his thing. Then we'll ring the garage and we'll get booked in again for another MOT.
Really come to party, I just came to get my money right. You really wanna party, you should know that I don't want to fight. You really wanna step up, you can step up and get up tonight. If I know I'm with it whenever, okay, you know it's right. Right, 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 right.
What you just seen then, the auto electrician has just been, and well, it's not good news really. But firstly, before I get into what's not good news, is this auto electrician that I found online. Well, I'm not going to do his company name because that's not my style, starting beef on the internet, that's not what I'm about. But he gave me the runaround. He said he was going to turn up at 11. He got to half 12. He still weren't here. Tried to ring him. He didn't answer the phone. I texted him and said, what's going on? Are you coming today? He said, oh, it's my fault. I had 2 Audi TTs booked in. I've got the times confused. I'll be with you for 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock came, nothing. Tried to ring him, nothing. Messaged him saying, yeah, but I'm on my way. I'm 4 miles away. That 4 miles took him another 45 minutes to do, and he turned up at about 3:45. He took the ECU off it. He tested it. He said there's nothing wrong with it, and that's pretty much all he did. He didn't do any other fault finding on the car whatsoever. He had his wife or girlfriend in the car, and he just kept saying, I won't be long, I won't be long, I won't be long, I won't be long. I just got the impression that he didn't really want to be here. He gave me the run around. Like, he was just, I don't know. That's enough as I really want to say about it. So what I've done then is I've contacted another company in my area. They said they're fully booked for 3 months and won't get out to see the car. They recommended me a company, but they are also fully booked. So what I did is the car where the garage where it was booked in with its MOT, I contacted them, I explained what had gone on. They was like, we'll have a look at it for you. So they're picking the car up tomorrow, so I started filming this video on Thursday. It's now Sunday. They're picking it up Monday while I'm at work. I'm going to leave the key in a safe place for him, and they're going to take the car, hopefully fix it and put it through its MOT. Yeah, there's a massive bump in the road. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to sort it. I can't do it myself because I haven't got the skill set or the knowledge, but yeah, hopefully the garage will be able to tell me what was wrong and where maybe possibly I've gone wrong, and hopefully future down the line we'll be able to fix these types of issues ourselves. So as you can already tell then, or already see, I've actually already installed these 4D number plates. I've just put them on, the front roller plates. If you want some, then make sure you check them out. There'll be a link in the description below. Use discount code BAM10 to get 10% off your order. Yeah, not good news so far. Hopefully next time you'll see me, I'll be behind the driver's seat of this Mark II Audi TT that I bought from a scrapyard. So yeah, hopefully the garage can fix it and it's not a major issue. I think I need to do some explaining here, don't I? So as I said then in the last part of the video, the car was due to get picked up and go to the garage to be fault found on and hopefully be fixed and be put through its MOT. And the garage actually rang me that morning, or yesterday morning it was, to tell me that they weren't going to be able to do it today because their recovery truck was occupied on another job. And then that left me with a little bit of a dilemma on what to do. And the reason that it was a dilemma was because I'm off work today and every part of me wanted to have a look at this car and try and figure it out, but I didn't want to make the problem any worse. But well, I couldn't let the car beat me, in a nutshell. I had to come and have a look at it to see if I could figure it out. And in a nutshell, what I said to myself was the ECU, the brand new second-hand ECU that I bought, I was going to put it on the car because the auto electrician that came out last week, that came out earlier on this week. Like I said, I'm not here to slag companies off and slag people off, but he never actually tried the new ECU on the car. He just said there's nothing wrong with the original. And then From there, I then rang another auto electrician who said aftermarket stereos in this Audi platform cause massive issues with the CAN bus. And I said, well, I'm aware of that, and I've actually bought a second-hand CAN bus relay, and it makes no difference whether I put this one on the car or whether I put the original one on the car. And he said, I assure you, it'll be something, there'll be a fault in the CAN bus system on the car. So I thought to myself today that it'd be worth having a look at the CAN bus system, just on the off chance that it was. So what I started by doing was removing the Apple CarPlay head unit that I've installed, and then I began to chase wires and see where things went. And then when I looked in the fuse box on the inside of the car, the fuse box that's next to the steering wheel, on the back of it here, I was having a read of what the different fuses do, and fuse 6 is a 10 amp fuse, and it powers the CAN gateway and power steering. I think you know where this is going. So what I did was I removed that fuse, and like an idiot, I actually dropped it. I dropped it, and it actually went down the panel on the inside of the dash, and I never actually saw whether it were blown or not. But nonetheless, I got another fuse. I put that other fuse in and thought, there's not a chance on this planet, like not a chance. I do not believe for 1 second that this whole problem has come from this broken fuse. I just don't believe. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. So I put the key in the ignition. I turned the ignition off. I turned the ignition on, and it didn't beep. It didn't beep. And straight away I looked at the dashboard and thought, no way, not a chance. There's no warning lights, it's not beeping. I turned the key to start the car, and it started. And it started. I have literally lost sleep over this fault. I can't explain it to you. I've spoke to my friends, I've spoke to my uncle, I've read hours and hours and hours and hours of forum posts about faults on Audi TTs and Audis in general, and ECUs not getting power and what it could potentially be. And it was a blown fuse all along. I even now know some positive that's come out of this, I suppose. I even now know how to test relays. I've got a multimeter in the house, and I now know how to test the relay because I had to do that research and start testing relays to make sure they were all right. Cars, cars. But I couldn't let this car not defeat me, not beat me, that's probably the wrong phrase, but it's not, if you understand what I'm saying. I had to figure it out. I had to figure out what was going on, what had gone wrong, and what had gone wrong was fuse 6 had blown. So the next question then, that I know that you're eager for an answer to, and I already know the answer to this question. And that question is, why then, Max, of BAM Motors YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe by the way if you've watched this far, what caused fuse 6 to blow? And there's only one answer for that. There's only one answer to that question. What caused fuse 6 to blow? What interfered with the CAN bus on this car was me. This guy, him, dickhead here, knobhead, me. I did it. It was my fault. I've caused myself the best part of 2 weeks worth of stress because I'm an idiot. That's why. Because I thought, because I installed an aftermarket stereo, and in a nutshell, because I'm not an auto electrician, and because I didn't use a multimeter when I put the stereo in, I wired it in wrong. And then eventually that error on my behalf, my fault, caused that fuse to break. Me. I've caused this. I've done this. It's not the car's fault. If that's not worth a subscribe, I don't know what is. Like, genuinely, if you're one of them people that's not what subscribe to my channel, I don't know what else I can do to make you subscribe to this channel. What this video should have been, like I said at the start of the video, and the start of the video was about a week ago, because I've been chasing this fault for that long, was this should have been me getting in this car, dropping it off for its MOT. That's what we should be doing. But through no fault of the cars, it's 100% my fault, it's not been that video. But the next video, fingers crossed, touch wood, will be this car going for its MOT. It's booked in on Friday, today being Tuesday. It's not going to fall the way I wanted it to fall, if that makes sense. And the reason for that is because I wanted to drop it off for its MOT. Hopefully it passes and I get it back and then we go on a first drive. I'm in work Friday, so I'll be dropping it off and I'll be picking it up after work. So I'll do some video with me taking it there, I suppose. And then the next time you'll join me is possibly, it won't be when we're picking it up, it'll be when we talk about whether it's passed or failed and if we need to do any more work on the car. So thanks very much for watching. Like I said, make sure you press that subscribe button, it'd be massively appreciated. I feel like I deserve every person that's tuned into this video to press that button, because I just fixed it and I've done it, like, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy that I managed to figure it out. So I do believe I deserve people to press that subscribe button. If you don't feel that way, don't press the button, but please, if you haven't, press that button. Make sure you check out the rest of the Project TT series. There'll be a link here now to that playlist. There'll be a link here to press subscribe, and the previous video is probably below me. Thanks very much, man. I'll see you on the next one.